Hello, I'm Yakini. Leveling in World of Warcraft is fast. You replace gear constantly, and most of it barely matters. But in World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade is different. Every item matters, every upgrade feels earned, even a small piece of gear can make you stronger. Now imagine that, and removing the entire outside world. No auction house, no trading, no grouping inside your guild. Everything I use has to be crafted by someone inside it. This is GuildLocked. I start fresh at level 1. I can't interact with anyone outside the guild, and I can only use gear crafted by guild members. No dungeon loot, no random upgrades. If the guild doesn't make it, I don't get it. I am playing Draenei Shaman, going enhancement, a melee build that depends heavily on weapons, which make this even more challenging. For this episode, my goals are simple. Get as far as I can and see how this actually feels. Right away, this feels different. No early upgrades, no easy gear. Everything depends on the guild. And the leveling is quite slower than in retail. First thing I notice. Ops take longer to kill. Of course, I'm doing this without any gear since I can't really get to leatherworking and skinning up to level 5, I think. Need to get to the Exodar. But yeah, this is quite slower than retail. The first few levels were slow, but for the first time in a while leveling actually felt meaningful. I get to level 4, I can start training for the shaman totems, which is something Green Retail doesn't really exist anymore. So I need to kill few of these fiery rock dudes, rock elementals, and this takes few minutes. Then I need to go back to Shaman Trainer. I get to level 5 out of it. And my first totem type. Soon after that I complete few more quests and I get to level 6. So I can finally leave this Azure Mist Whale and get to Azure Watch. I pick up fishing quest, get few of those fishes, and I can continue my path to the Azure Watch. Everything happens on foot, there is no mount here up until level 30, I think. As a retail player coming here, this is all quite new for me. I go to Darnassus, the Exodar. I first learn flight path, then I go inside and pick up my professions, skinning and leatherworking. I can skin the beast, craft armor, first I think leather up to level 40, then mail from 40 to 70. In this challenge, Guild Bank is used to help players level or get some items they might need. You can withdraw 5 items per day from Guild Bank. Staffs and shields are a little bit different because they can't be crafted. No way, so you have to give some materials in order to get them. So I got 2 bags and few copper bars. Then I go to leveling. I mean questing. I skin few beasts and I can actually craft some of my first gear pieces. So hand-stitched cloak, bracers and boots are my first crafted items. They give only armor, but they are pretty valuable at this level. I had to turn some of my leather scraps into leather, so I could craft a few more of those pieces. Next is hand stitched leather chest. Okay, another good upgrade. And with this mob I hit level 7. I can craft bracers. Awesome progress. And I love when people don't have skinning and leave their beast corpses on the road so I can skin them. I got a bunch of my leathers from this. Just people leaving them on the ground. I apply some armor kits to my gear. It gives plus 8 armor. Next up in this Alliance camp, I train cooking. I got some recipe from curing this Moongrazer stag something, and I can create 11 of those foods. I create a few more spice breads and get my cooking up to 15. I get Maker's Pet add-on, which can show me what I can get and equip from the crafted gear. Complete few more quests here. I'm close to level 8 and level 8. I can finally teach few of the skills. And me being level 8, a mage from a guild invites me to a group and helps me port to Shattrach. Shattrach is super important because there are portals to 3 major cities here. So you can port from Shattrach up to Darnassus, Stormwind and Ironforge. I set my Hearthstone here. Actually got one gift mount. I don't know from where, but good to have it. Although I need level 70 to use it, but great stuff. I set my Hearthstone in Shattrach, so every hour I can port to one of those 3 cities if I need for any reason. So I go to Stormwind first. Put this mount in my personal bank. Go to Guild Vault. This iron, this copper two-handed mace will be super useful later down the line, since I'm planning to go enhancement, and it's a big upgrade. Legs, hand stitched leather pants. First leather slot in the first armor slot in the pants. I can create belt. I deposit some items in guild bank. I take some leather so I can craft my belt. And I fill my belt slot. Great stuff. I learn quiver and ammo pouch. This will be useful to some of the hunters in guild. I go to Goldshire, pick up all the quests here. I go, next thing I do is, yeah, more quest in the inn from William Prestle. Then I go to this mine. Again, some left corpses of beasts. Always great thing to do. More quests.
Hey there. For the Alliance. Be careful.
From Billy, he lost a necklace. He wants Auntie to bake him a pie. If then he will talk. Goldtooth. This night elf wants to join, but rules of this challenge prohibit the joining, so they actually added this message that automatically gets sent to the player. That's the rules of the challenge. Necklace gets returned to its rightful owner. Full quest log of quest. I turn them in the Goldshire.
Light be with you. Be careful. I need to get closer.
Kill the princess on the other side of Evelyn Forest. Pretty easy fight.
Greetings. Farewell. Be careful.
Gather few lumber, level 9. Level 10, sorry. And I go into enhancement. I could get shield or additional mana, 1%. I think mana is better, since I can't get shield reliably. And to train two-handed maces, I need to go to Ironforge. I Hearthstone to Shatrach, portal to the Ironforge. The weapon strainer is right there, so I go to him. Train two-handed maces. Pick up Flight Path in Ironforge. Train few skills and Flame Totem quests. I learned how to make Cured Light Hide. Nothing else for me to learn from the trainer. I can however learn Journeyman Skinning. I take the Deep Run Tram, do those gathering 5 res quests from this gnome. I'm not really sure what he does with them, but well, I do the quest and he has some RP. While I wait for his RP to finish. Train departs. And I have to wait for another tram to come. Oh well. At least I complete the quest. Another tram arrives. I go to Stormwind side to his brother. Give him those kebabs, which are suspiciously made from rest, but no matter. Give some items to the guild bank. Repair my gear, and I go back to questing. I try to do the Hogger, since I'm level 10. And I fail miserably. I thought maybe I can heal myself up to full. Fight takes quite a while, as you will see. And in the end, he kills me. I go to Westfall, pick up all the quests I can. I die again. I'm quite too undergeared for those zones. I resurrect, get Flight Path. I think I really need to get to level 11 so I can get this two-handed mace. I craft upgrade to chest. Embossed leather vest. This will surely help.
And of course the barbarian.
I go to
This.
uh,
Golden Destroyer. Really good stuff.
to
Really good
Darnassus
stuff. Play a while
with
this too.
Hearthstone and skip to Shatrach. I go back to Azure Mist Isle with a boat. Flying is super expensive. When will I be able to do this? I'm not sure, but Flame Totem quests. I need to talk to this Fire Elemental. I get level 11 in the process. I kill those monkeys for this torch. With this torch I need to go down all the way to the other side of this isle on this hill. I equip finally this mace. And there is weapon skill here, which I had no idea before what it actually is. And I guess you need to train your train with your weapons so you can use them more efficiently and they won't miss or pair your all of this other stuff. And it grows with your level. Good to know, but still, when this weapon hits hard. I need to light this Wickerman with a torch, defeat this Fire Elemental, which name I will not even try to pronounce. Pretty easy fight with my new mace. I'm getting more skill with that two-handed mace. I teleported back to this original guy with some item. Temper. Yes, temper it is. And I have to go back to Shaman Trainer.
What do you need, stranger?
And this is over. No, it's not. They want me to go to Prophet Velen in Exeter. Of course they do. Another 5-minute walk. You walk everywhere in this version of the game. It's insane. Finally, Shaman Trainer Nabundo and first totem. First fire totem. Searing lava or searing totem. Which shoots lava balls. I go to Blood Mist Isle to get the flight path, which is funnily enough not connected to Darnassus for some reason. Oh well. I go to Shatrach, from Shatrach to Ironforge. With newly acquired power, I can do few elite quests. First get dried meat from this Yeti, if I need to kill him. Good, but I have the Town Totem, which can actually stun. So maybe this could be the trick to do that. And if not, I might have to kill it for the quest completion. Let's see how this goes. Will totem trick work? And it does. He's attacking the totem. Great. I get the meats, I run from him, no reason to fight him. I cook few meals fast. Eat some food for the food buff. And turn in another quest. I'm leveling quite fast at this point. Each of these quests gives me a bunch of XP. I go to another site. Along the way I kill few low-level beasts for the light leather, or maybe light hide if I'm lucky. I need to kill this another Yeti Wagash, which I actually need to kill. And I did quite a nice damage to him with Searing Totem with this new mace. Yeah, it's actually doable. Cool. So this means now the Hogger should be doable. Turn in the quests. Get a bunch of XP. I go to... I have some quests in Lockmadan. First stop here to kill this Mangle Claw Bear. And I might hit level 12 here. And yes, level 12. Great. Turn this quest in. Could be an upgrade to my weapon, but yeah. I give this delivery to the Mountaineer. I go to Tesmalar, get the flight pad,
I get for you today.
and Blood Sausages quest. This was, again, great for my skill in skinning, but those 3 items I needed took ages to complete. I needed 3 spider ichor, 3 bear meat, and 3 bear steaks. I killed maybe 50 boars just to complete this one quest. I gained more than half a level out of this one quest. Finally get final thing I need. I turn in the quest. I learn the recipe. I mean, I get the recipe. I don't have the skill. I go back to the Shatrach. Go back to Stormwind. Learn embossed leather boots. I got a bunch of leather from my farming adventures. Maybe I can learn embossed bracers. But I craft 2 upgrades. Cloak.
You need something? See you later.
Bracers, yes. And gloves. Gloves are actually used to level 2, level 100. Bracers, yes. Cook some more foods. Embossed leather pants. Can I make it? And yes, I can. I got some light hide, which I cured myself. Light hides from the GuildLocked.
Looking for something
And
cool? How about
nice.
what about this?
More shaman spells. Purge, res, bigger heal. And Ogre should fall now. He still hits like a truck. But I can heal, I can get a totem, which he destroys instantly. Well, totem has big aggro. And aggro works pretty differently here, based on what I understand. Not only takes in much aggro, but if you get aggro as some DPS, you'll most likely die in dungeons. Which I might get to Dead Mines today, but with this, but I'm not sure. Goldshire, turn in Ogre quests, so close to level up, and with few of those bandits killed, get some of the oats for the Blanchy, few more bandits, pocket watch for this dude. Turn in a few quests.
Good day to you. Hello. See you later. Safe travels.
My bags are full. I need again to kill a bunch of beasts for this Westfall stew and Gore Tusk liver pie. And this watchers, harvest watchers, 20 of those I think. And yeah, 20 watchers defeated. Of the pies and soup stuff acquired. I sell my unwanted items to this farmer. From his wife I complete 2 more quests for the stew and for the pie. I go to Stormwind, actually leveled up, so few more. I get Alexandros compass, bunch of these bandits, the fire smugglers, the fire trappers for people's militia quest, another set of bandits, the fires. I get 15 masks. I can create fine leather cloak, another upgrade to my gear. This is going pretty good with gear. I need to get Gnoll Paws, Redshire for the Dead Mines intro quest, Black Whelp Tunic. This would be nice item to craft myself later. This bandit. I get Hilary's necklace from the lake. I'm close to leveling up. I might get level up with this quest. And almost. I sent Gildy some light leather and level 15. Or we need to go. We go to the Goldshire to give him a quest. Give Guard Parker his meal. We trade with an ally. I give him some light linen cloak and cape. He gives me few copper ores and some light leather. Do few more quests in Goldshire. Turn in the Fierce Brotherhood. And yeah, turns out I'm quite weak against more than one enemy, and I die here. I go back again. I need Great Gortask snouts, my first medium leather, kill few more bandits, other kind. I go to storm into the Fire Show, another of the quest. Give this guild a few wool cloth. He might make me some bags later on. I decide to give him this tailoring pattern since he's so nice at making my bags. Kill more of the pillagers and whatever those are for the people's militia. And almost level 16, so close. My gear is destroyed, so I need to repair it from dying quite a few times. And I almost hit level 16, so close. And level 16. And I get few items from my guildies, few bars, few bags. I need to empty my bags first to actually get this item. One guildie sends me 4 bags, one guildie sends me 4 copper bars. Great stuff. So upgrade to my inventory. My inventory is flowed up all of the time. And yeah, Level 16. My inventory is getting a bit better. Still not even close to dead mines. Need to be at least 18 to maybe level 20 to go into dead mines. From level 1 to 16, 12 hours, 44 minutes. That's quite a long time. It clearly shows how game intensive this really is. So, next I might do something in retail. I'm not really sure how much time I will have to doing this. And thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.